Almost set to go. Buckaroo goes forward, followed quickly by Wexford Native, and that will leave Malik's number 6, and over on the near side Ivy League, and then we will be set to go for the first classic of the 2022 Irish flat racing calendar. There's Atomic Jones for Colin Keane and Ger Lyons. Wonderful memories from them back in 2020 when Siskin in front of an empty grandstand won. The white flag is raised, the stalls are about to clear, it's the yellow one behind we're looking for, and we are set to go. It's classic season at the Curragh. They are racing in the Tattersalls Irish 2000 Guineas, and as they break away, look towards the inside of Native Trail. Where's he going to slot in? Ivy League is a couple outside him. Atomic Jones is from Buckaroo and towards the outside, and Little Keane is Malik's. Now Native Trail has dropped in behind Atomic Jones as Ivy League and Malik's now take over. So Malik's towards the outside, inside Atomic Jones, in between them Ivy League is just a length off them. Wexford Natives towards the outside of Native Trail. Buckaroo's between them, and they're being followed by Imperial Fighter, who's next. Duke de Cesar's further back, and New Energy is the back marker. They continue now to make their way on towards the 5 furlong pole rather, and Malik's goes on by a length to 2 from Atomic Jones and Wexford Native. Native Trail's tucked in on the inside of Wexford Native. Next up is Ivy League with Buckaroo, who's got plenty of light towards the outside. Imperial Fighter is next, then Duke de Cesar, and last of all is New Energy. They make their way now on past the 4. They'll shortly cross the round course, and in front it's Malik's and Lee Roach. Wexford Natives on the outside for Kevin Manning, and inside is Atomic Jones and Colin Keane. Native Trails in company with Ivy League, William Buick, and on the near side Ryan Moore. Buckaroo is just in behind as they make their way on now to go inside the 3, and it's Malik's who leads from Wexford Town. Native Trail has switched out now to make his effort. Just behind is Ivy League and Atomic Jones. Buckaroo is about to be picked up, but it's Wexford Town who's gone to the front. Wexford Native from Native Trail over on the near side, and it's Wexford Native with Native Trail being asked to pick up over on the near side. Buckaroo is wide. Imperial Fighter and New Energy are coming home well. It's Native Trail with New Energy, and on the near side trying to get there is Imperial Fighter, but Native Trail is fighting them all off, and the Group 1 winning 2-year is going to become a classic winning 2-year. Native Trail has won the 2000 Guineas, and second is New Energy, and third is Imperial Fighter with Wexford Native next, and they were followed in by Duke de Cesar. Next up behind these, Buckaroo and Ivy League went 2 together. Malik's was last but 1, and Atomic Jones was the final one to go by, but it goes as we expected to the favourite Native Trail. It is a double on the card for William Buick. It is Charlie Appleby who chains. He suffered 1 defeat, that was at Newmarket in the Guineas, but he's back to winning ways. He won the National Stakes, the Dewhurst, the Craven, and now he's a classic winner. Had to battle for it.
For Richard Pugh, and if you roll it in at 2 to 5 or shorter, I'd say you skipped the heartbeat once or twice there, Franberry.
Long last furlong, and the first furlong was key to this race as well. Both Atomic Jones and Malik's jumped out of gates. William Buick had to sit and suffer, and there's a key point between the 3 and 2 furlong marker where William had enough horse to get outside Ivy League. But when he got there, Ruby, it was hard work. You think New Energy and eventual third, who ran a stormer for Andrew Balling, were keeping on really well. Imperial Fighter both bore down him, but the winner was tough and found plenty, and I think he won despite things not being ideal for him.
Jane, did he impress you? I know you thought before the race he was one of the best horses in training.
No, he got the job done, and in the past we've known he's hit flat spots, but that wasn't a flat spot, that was tough. Now maybe Imperial Fighter step forward, but New Energy, a huge run, finishes second, coming from off the pace for Billy Lee and Sheila Lavery, and I thought honestly with a furlong to run that he was beaten. It looked like Ben Cohen down the outside was going to sweep it, but it's a fair achievement. He's since Churchill, Dubawi and Desert King the horse to go and do the National Stakes Guineas double. He is a big horse, he's got a big engine. It's not the blow-away display we expected, but again, he's still got the money.
He did get the money, and he has won. What a run in second place for New Energy. There's Charlie Appleby, who looks pretty excited. Katie's with William Buick again.
Back here again. William, that was absolutely brilliant. I mean, to win a classic any day is super, but this horse seems to deliver all the time.
He really does. He's only beaten once, and that was by Curragh at Newmarket, so he was beaten by Freak there. And this horse, he really deserved to win the Guineas. I'm delighted that he's done it today, and you know, congratulations to Charlie Appleby and everyone at Godolphin and the whole yard. You know, the 3 Guineas in one season, it's with 3 different horses, it's amazing. So delighted for everyone, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and everybody involved.
Listen, he looks super relaxed. Talk us through the race, because you were drawn one. I mean, you broke nicely without breaking absolutely savage smart. Did it come to a stage where like, do I stay in? Do I keep out?
I was on the best horse, so once I saw we were drawn one, I was thinking, well, how do I get out of there? You know. Thank you. And you know, like you say, he jumped okay, and they went a decent pace, so that helped us a little bit. But I managed just to manoeuvre him out, and once I did and got in the clear, I felt the race was over. You know.
He's tough, isn't he? I mean, he responds.
Yeah.
He travels nicely, but he doesn't feel like a horse who's going to get you out of trouble. Really snappy. He likes to use that stride.
He does. He's a lovely horse, and you know, everything he does, he's so professional. Like, he loves his work. He gets on with it. And like you say, he does work his way into the race. You know, so he's got a big stride and knows how to use it. And you know, I would say get him on the quarter, although he's a fast miler as well. You know.
All roads you'd have to imagine might need to ask off them now.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I think all options are open. Obviously, there are a couple of other milers in the stable as well, so we'll see.
William, absolutely fantastic. I'll let you go. Congratulations.
Yes, and Charlie Appleby becomes the first trainer to train the winner of all three of the 2000 Guineas, the English, French and Irish, in the one season with Curragh Modern Games, and now native train at the Curragh. Going to Ascot,